Sir, I'm really privileged. It is a blessing for me to have you here, and thanks for joining in. And let's see how I'm going to ask questions from you. And whosoever is going to watch this video, they'll be on the top of the world to watch this video with me. And I'm really privileged, as I said initially. So my first question is that how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking. And how about you? How's your day going?
Yes, I'm wonderful too. Thanks for asking. How has your journey been on YouTube? And before you tell this, I want to add a little bit in it. And
Mhm.
I do give English spoken classes. There I have students online, offline. Whenever I ask them, I did share this with you earlier. Whenever I ask them that, okay, apart from my videos, whose videos you love the most? The answer is yours. That and that point of
Oh,
time,
thank you.
I'm a little bit jealous that how come I'm teaching you and you are watching that person's video. But you do have that attraction in your video. You do get the attention of people, and the way you speak, every time my students say that the way you speak, that is mesmerizing, that is appealing.
Oh, thank you. A big thanks to your students. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Thank you to them and you as well. So, as you were asking about my YouTube journey, so I started my spoken English journey on 29th April 2020. That was my first day when I came up with the thought of improving my communication skills. When I started practicing with people on Buddy Talk, Hello, and few WhatsApp groups. So I got many friends from there, and they suggested me that how just you can start your YouTube channel to improve yourself and improve your confidence. Then I thought, let's try. Why can't I try this? And I started making videos for YouTube. And that was a great thing because I was able to see myself. How do I speak? I was able to judge myself and facial expressions and many things. My old videos are still there. You can see, of course, the difference. Like I was not able to focus on camera. I was not able to speak properly. So, but just doing that consistently, it gave me a confidence to do that more and more. So due to few friends of mine who suggested me to do that, that's why I started my YouTube channel. And only the just motive was to improve my confidence. And
Hmm.
then when I started getting the positive comments from the people and people, it was really tough in the beginning to suggest people, please watch my videos. I have done a lot of conversations. I have completed many conversations, more than 15,000 conversations. So what was my trick in the beginning? I would start my introduction that my name is Ashutosh and I run a YouTube channel which is based on spoken English conversations. So what happened, what would happen? Most of them, they would say, okay, fine, but few of them would take interest that what's your channel name. And I was happy to tell them that my channel name is also official 2021. That's how I got few subscribers, and I would share my videos in the WhatsApp groups, so few of my friends they subscribed. So that's how I got little subscribers, but it was really tough to cross 100, and then 1,000 it was really difficult. So that's how I had started, but now it's fine. Yeah. So now you can ask more questions, so I will answer accordingly.
Yes. So the next burning question is that how long did it take you to complete 1K subscribers? And how was that feeling?
Yeah, exactly. It's always great for you first 100 subscribers because you get your own URL after 100. So I was really excited for that. You can get your URL with Ashu Official 2021. Before that, it wouldn't be there. So after completing 100, also I was really happy. As far as I remember, I made a video on that. Okay.
Hmm.
And 1,000, it took like almost year, like 1 year and 9 months because I started my channel on 10th March 2021,
Mhm.
and in December 2020, like December 2022, it got monetized, or it almost I got 1,000 subscribers at the same point of time. So it took more than year and a half for completing 1,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Okay. So after getting 1K subscribers, sir, what was your next target and who you always compete with? Still, you do that. And who was your target earlier?
Uh, First, after completing my 1,000 subscribers, my goal was to complete 4,000 watching hours because you have
Okay.
to complete the criteria of monetization, that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watching hours. So I wanted to complete 4,000 watching hours. And
Mhm.
when one video got little what I can say, the viral. with the Meghala Hoja on Clappingo. Then I completed my 4,000 hours there. And the competition with like whom? Like, what's your intention behind this question?
Okay, so the competition with other English tutors, that you must have come across some of the English spoken persons, that okay, this person speaks very well, and I need to leave this person behind in the realm of English.
No, man, I was not in a competition with anybody. Like I used to say to the people, it's like always try to become better from your yesterday. You are
Mm,
the competitor of yourself, and my goal is the same today. I want to become better every day. Like I want improvement. I Nobody is there. Like I don't have any competition with the people who have 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Fine. If I'll compare myself on social media, always I will be in misery. So I don't do that. So always my goal was to improve myself as much as I can, and I have to become better from yesterday. So that's how it was. And when I had started my spoken English channel, this was not that much crazy like nowadays you see a lot of conversational channels. In
mm,
those days, only few people I have seen, like Karishma Chauhan was there, and Kabir was there, and few of them. And Rajni started later, and so only few channels were there, so there was no competition. And I used to make video with Josh Mohan sir. He was good friend of, like, he is good friend of mine. So we
mm.
did collaboration, and we used to make video together for each, both of us. So that's how it was, but no competition to, uh, what I can say, that compete with someone or get more subscribers from somebody, even though not now as well.
Okay, so the next question is that when you gain popularity, did you see any
Oh
change
man.
in your personality? Did it happen, or did people say that, or did your friends say, now Ashutosh has completely changed? He has become a bit supercilient.
No, man. I just yes, it can be their opinion. Sometimes you can't just say anything. But when I don't feel like I have changed or I have changed my habits according to that. But what happens when you become engaged with somebody, you become busy. But yeah, what happened, sometimes my friends, they would make fun of me that, man, you speak like English faster than Hindi I speak. So they make a lot of fun of mine. So in that way it was change. And I started, only the change was that I was struggling to say that I'm a YouTuber, but when I crossed like more than 7,000, 8,000, I was able to say to the people that I'm a YouTuber. Okay, I can introduce that as a profession, because always people would ask you that why aren't you preparing for any job,
Mhm.
because then it was difficult for me to tell them that I'm a YouTuber. If you would say you are a YouTuber, and they would check out your subscribers, they will say, oh man, you have 200 subscribers and you're saying you are a YouTuber, so it doesn't make any sense. So that's how I started saying only that I'm a YouTuber by profession. Apart from this, it was same only, yeah, but more calls, more mails, you would get it. So
Okay.
when you get more subscribers, they want to be engaged with you, they want to have personal interaction with you, then it becomes little difficult for you. But of course, most of the people have this perception that now it's very difficult, now he's not available, and people think like that. When anybody would send you the mail for 4 times and you are not able to respond him, for sure he is going to be angry at you. But they are not able to understand, like, my schedule and my things, how can I manage it? I'm the only guy who is doing everything. So
Mhm.
that becomes difficult.
Okay, so the next question is that you yourself have taken a large number of sessions. So before you hold any conversation with anyone, do you go for practice, or do you look at your registers? Okay, this is the word I'm going to use. This is a sentence I'm going to use, or I need to take care of this rule. Has it ever happened?
Not at all, man. From the first day onwards, I was practical into practice only. I used to talk with the people. And
Hmm.
nowadays, also, I don't go for it. When I take a lot of sessions with the tutors, I look for it. Nowadays, I do it. Sometimes idioms, because they ask you what is the meaning of that. So I will be able to tell them the meaning. So that's how it is. But apart from this, when I do conversation with anybody like subscribers or my students, I don't prepare anything that, and I'm not very much into words, idioms, and phrases. I want to sound a simple and easygoing speaker. So, as you told yesterday, so I don't follow people like Shashi Tharoor, and I'm into people like Jay Shetty and very simple people like Gaur Gopal Das. So, always I try to present myself in a simple way as much as I can.
Hmm.
I'm not following that I have to use this or that. Maybe in future I want to enhance my vocabulary, or these things are important.
So, apart from learning, what is your real motto to be on YouTube? You wanted to improve your communication skills. Indeed, you did
Mhm.
it. So, what's next?
What I believe, there is always a space for improvement first.
Hmm.
And second thing, I want to create more and more conversations for the subscribers who are not able to take subscriptions of these platforms. So at least they can learn from the live conversations, right? And third thing, I want to explore this language, and I want to be a content creator. So now, of course, I got more than 13,000 subscribers. So I want to create more and more content for them related to this language, so it can be helpful for them along with me. Because I feel like language is something like, even though you study whole life, you can't be perfect in it. So that's why I want to improve myself along with, like, helping them. That's what my goal on YouTube nowadays. To get more and more subscribers, to get, of course, it becomes your goal. So
So, what's your target? What's your primary target? Okay, I want to get these many subscribers. After that, you can take it for granted. Now you must be very strict that every day I need to upload videos. So, is there any target that you want to accomplish? After that, you can have a sigh of relief, and you will prove people, okay, Ashutosh has done it.
no, man, like, my goal is not like that. What my goal is nowadays to cross 15,000. Then
Hmm.
always a person wants to get the silver button. Of course, I would love to go for the 100K, and then millions and millions. That's a journey, like, you can't expect whatever it is. So my goal, no, I enjoy doing this thing, right? If I would go somewhere for the job also, I have to work for it. So I have considered this as a job. And when you said like I upload videos every day, so it's not there. I'm not that much sincere in consistency. If I'm busy doing something else, I'll take break. I wouldn't upload video in that much consistent manner. So but nowadays I'm available, I have time, so I'm doing it. Last month January, I was not able to post a lot of videos. Maybe I have posted only 4 or 5, but
Right.
February only I have posted more than 8. Maybe in March I will post more than 10 or 12. So it depends on my, like, schedule, and when I'm totally free for it, I want to enjoy it. Otherwise I would like, post 4 videos, because this is a journey. You can't do, like, work day and night and to get millions and millions. No, like, it will be monotonous for you. So I
Yeah.
enjoy this, and as much as I get subscribers, fine. No target that maybe in 3 months people do it, that in 3 months they have to cross 1 million, in just 2 months they have to cross 50,000. But I
Hmm.
don't have such kind of goal.
Okay, all right. So yes, it varies people to people that what targets they have. Okay, so
Yeah,
I also want to know from you that what kind of conversations you love the most. What do you love discussing?
discussing, it depends. I think most of the time I want to talk about life and the
Hmm.
people, like what they are going through, how they manage things, how they make, like, work life balance, what is, like, what are their priorities, and what is really important in life, that ultimate goal. So I want to talk about all these things. Okay, money is there, job is there, you are enjoying working hard 24 hours, but what's beyond that? So
Hmm.
nowadays I want to talk about all these things. Now I don't like discussing on the, like, normal topics, talking about the cat and dog. Fine, okay, I can do it. So but I want to talk about all these things. Now I'm into that broader concept of life, that, yeah, how somebody manages.
Okay, so today you have the ball in your court. I want to know what
Mhm.
life is according to you.
So life is all about what I feel like, when you get the question in your mind, that it is very important for you, that who you are, and why are you here on this planet, what's the goal, why God has created this, like, world, and why, like, we are here for all the things. When you start asking these questions, because after a certain period of time people become bored from it, that they are working, working, working. Sometimes they feel, but living in a big cities, you will never, like, come to such time where you will ask yourself, like, why are you working so hard? So but when somebody asks these questions, they come to know that, yeah, something beyond that. So what is life
Hmm.
to me? That do something which is really important for you and which makes you happy, and apart from this, find the ultimate goal and do something for that as well. That we are the, like, body, not we have the body, but we are not the body. Ultimately, we are the soul. So we have to do things for both of the things, body and soul. To maintain the body, you have to do the things maybe, and to do something for maintaining the soul as well. So because that is
Mm.
immortal, and that is very important. When soul leaves body, is here, and
Right.
it is useless. So that's what I want to
Mm.
say to the people: work for both. When I work for both of the things and I'm able to manage it, so that's what life to me. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so you have often said this that you are spiritual. What do you get
Mhm.
by spirituality? What, like, if someone is a devotee of any deities, what do we get, and why should we worship? And if we don't, so why should we?
Spirituality is not all about worshipping and doing things that these whatever we follow generally, that is karm kand actually. So
Okay.
but it is all about finding yourself and giving the importance to the soul, okay, and to treating the whole world, and not whole world even though animals and trees, and to just similar like you, because they have also soul. Because if there is an ant, he
Mm.
has also soul. So that's how it is. Spirituality is all about the broad concept. So that's why, I was listening yesterday, just to Amok Dila Prabhu. So he said the just proposal of Srila Prabhupada was not nationalism; it was internationalism. That's
Mm.
why he created the disciples from a whole world that give respect to the human beings, give respect to the animals or anybody whoever has the soul. So
Mm.
that's how we say that it's not good for us to go for meat eating, because we hurt animals. We are
Mm.
taking the lives of the animals and we are eating them. So that's how it is. So spirituality is all about, it depends on a person. I don't
Mm.
force to somebody to do it. It's
Right.
your own inner voice that if
Mm.
you get such kind of questions, you should go forward. Otherwise, live your life with your own rules.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere I agree with you up to a point. I have been a devotee of Lord Hanumana. Whenever I worship, I feel I get an abundance amount of calmness, tranquility, and I do forget all my worries. And I think it is exercise we should go for. Sometimes we hit the gym and we get some peace of mind. We are relaxed very much after hitting the gym. Same goes with worshipping. This is my personal, and I don't know how people see this, how people take it. And as you rightly said, that we can't force people to worship, we can't force people to go for meditation. We can do it. We can do it being in temples. We can do it sitting at home. It's all about closing your eyes, being connected with someone, and feel okay. Someone is there. Some positive vibes are there, and when you think of that person, you truly come out of the old problems.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not compulsory for somebody to visit a lot of places. It's
Mm.
already there in your heart, that is soul. So that is also the root, just the we can say Paramatman, just Paramatma we call it. So
Mm.
it is we are the part and parcel of the Lord.
Right.
So, but some people think like the musk deer, they go here and there, try to find their answers and try to find something. Like
Mm.
the fragrance, he finds he tries to find the whole world, but he's not able to. The same kind of. But when you sit alone and introspect, you will think that you are the whole, and you don't need somebody to fulfill you. So that's how it is. But for that, you need some certain level of what I can say, that maturity and reading. When you read, when you get the guidance from people, then only you can do it. Otherwise, it becomes really difficult.
Right. So besides this, I want to know that what do you do for entertaining yourself?
Really difficult. What I do for entertainment nowadays, entertainment is really less. Nothing special is there. Sometimes only because when I my friend was here, we used to have funny conversations because we are hostelers, or like we lived for 7 years together. So that's how it is. But now I'm living alone, so nothing is there for the entertainment and doing something. Only watching the content, what I like, the spiritual content. Maybe I would read, and sometimes I would do conversation with my friends,
Mm.
but nothing more than that. That going out and chilling and doing party, eating on eating on restaurants, no, I don't do it.
All
Oh.
right. So I also came to know from one of your videos, you did your graduation from BHU. So how was
Mhm.
life? I have heard a lot about that university, but unfortunately, I was not fortunate enough to be the part of it. Even I filled a form and I failed in that. And entrance exam.
Okay, no problem.
Mm,
Uh-huh. So it is a great green campus, of course, the one of the greatest universities in Asia, they call it. So, but life, of course, you know how the modern world is, right? So
mm,
you will see the like boys and girls roaming on the streets, but some boys would just sit on tea stalls and they would roam here and there on the main gate of the BHU. So that's how the life is. But unfortunately, I was there only for the first semester, and due to
mm,
COVID-19, I was back. But few things are there, protest, sometimes like many things will be there. So you can be the part of everything, but you have to understand that what is your goal and
right,
why are you here. So it is very important, like for everybody like who goes in the central universities, because sometimes they end up doing something else, whatever they don't want to do it.
right.
So that is the thing. For me, it was a great experience. Always I feel good about it. Yeah,
Mm,
that's how it is. That's what I would say about the BHU. It's a nice university for all of the courses, not for
mm,
the bachelors only, bachelors, masters. You can go for the PhD, anything, whatever you want to.
mm, mm. Yes, so true. And I think life is happening in BHU. I have observed is that you never know what life has held for you. After graduation,
Yes.
a new chapter
Mhm,
starts. And once you
mhm,
start working, you are tired doing the same thing. And you would not
mhm.
like the profession you are in. Then you can take the transition. You can change your profession any moment. And I feel we should always do things where we get a great amount of solace. That when it is about teaching, I get lost in that. I never know how quickly time passes. And I this is one of the professions I enjoy doing. And I feel I will be enjoying till I'm alive doing the same.
Yeah, that's great. Of course, we should do something which, from which we get the inner satisfaction. But
Mm,
most of the people in our country, more than 70 or 80% people, they end up doing something else, which, what their parents wants to do, their relatives wants to do, and they are not able to do what they want, from themselves. So that is the thing. It happens with most of the people. But what it is very important for you to do something which you like. So yeah.
right. Do you have any regrets in your life to share that any regrets that you wanted to learn English or it's about anything earlier, but you started learning English pretty late?
No, man. For English, I had no regret, and I have no regret. Because yeah, but sometimes like when you see the kids who are the 5 or 6 years old, just speaking fantastic English, you feel like you are a little behind them because you're not able to speak that much English till now. So, but I don't feel really bad about it because the system was like that, and force was not allowed, and I'm from a middle class family. So,
Mm,
but because I was proud speaking Hindi, I used to think that, of course, always I was born and raised in UP, so I would go and speak Hindi from the stages. No regrets ever. Why to regret? People like Kumar Viswas and Rahat Indori, they are doing great with the Hindi, the poets. And I was good in Hindi. I scored 99 out of 100 in 12th
oh,
board. So
wonderful.
I was a very nice student of Hindi, and I would take classes. Most of my friends would make fun of me. Oh, Ashutosh, why do you take Hindi classes? It's easy. But I say, let's see. Then when I got 90 now, they would say, oh man, because I would write all the word meanings and things. I was interested in it.
Mm,
So I was always proud going for the language. I have the interest. Always I had the interest for this Hindi as well. So no regret for English. But
mm,
sometimes, as I said, that I had chosen this commerce to become a chartered accountant, but I was not able to do it somehow, like due to many reasons, finance and things. So sometimes I feel, and maybe the MBA as well. Like sometimes
mm,
I feel that I should go for the Masters of Business Administration, but what I
mm,
feel like I wouldn't be that much happy in corporates,
mm.
because I have seen the environment in Delhi. Oh my God, like it's because you wouldn't get a person of your own thoughts, right?
Mm,
Here I'm
right,
interacting with you because I like to interact with you. I'm just
mm,
it's my choice, right? But there
mm,
in the corporate world, it is compulsion for you to talk to your colleagues because no option, right? So that's how
right.
it is. So sometimes I feel like when my friend would say like, "Oh man, like I'm doing my masters and that's great from this university," lot of friends of mine, BHU, they are doing a masters from the great institutions and from BHU itself. So then I feel sometimes, but I'm okay with it. But what I found, that is more valuable than that.
Hmm. Yes, I completely concur with you. And the lifestyle you talked about, that is completely different. As you come from UP, the lifestyle of UP is different. And people, or we, like my parents do belong to UP. And somewhere I'm also proud to say that we can speak English. As you did talk about your marks in 10th or 12th, 99 out of 100.
12th. Hmm.
12th, yeah. And you will be blown away to know I failed in Hindi when I was in 10th class because of Sanskrit. It was complimentary. That's how I passed my 10th class. I was this much terrible at studies.
Yeah, I can understand. But I had always interest in language. I was good in it. So that's how. So yeah, but there is a difference between lifestyle of metropolitan cities and Uttar Pradesh for sure.
Hmm. So, have you ever thought of going abroad and getting settled there? Have you ever come across this thought?
Yes, when I had started my spoken English journey, I was really passionate about going to UK, US. I would always say to my friends, I'm in Texas, man. So whenever they would call me and say like, where are you, Ashutosh? I would say I'm in California now. So I was always interested to go to foreign countries. But after doing conversation with the people like there in the US, they told me the situation how they live in the previous years. Like if you are an engineer and Sundar Pichai, of course you can have the wonderful life there from the beginning. But as I am a commerce graduate, nothing is specialization, right? So you have to go through a lot of problems. Maybe you would work hard for 5 or 10 years, then only you will be able to make some good money from there. Okay. So because
Mhm.
he told me, a guy from New York, he's my friend, he told me that 10 people they share a same apartment, maybe 5 people share a same apartment. I said, man, I'm not able to live with just one single guy here. How can I live with 5 or 10 people there? So it would be
Mhm.
very difficult for me. And now when I came into spirituality, so what I feel, just there is no better place than India. So going to other countries, it wouldn't be good for me, and I would not be able to excel that much I want to. So now I don't have any plan. But when I had started my spoken English journey, I was always crazy to go to like UK, US, or
Mhm.
Australia. I would always say to my friends, man, I'm in just Sydney now. So that's how I was. Yeah. But now no
Mhm.
plans. Yeah.
If the same question were asked to me, I would say that I
Hmm.
would never leave my country. I would never ever leave my parents. And I have
Hmm.
said that there have been many engineers that did leave their parents and they did leave their country and they got settled in abroad. And I have this fear, and I feel that I will not be able to live without my parents. I will not be able to manage all the things abroad which I can get. And India is one of the beautiful countries where we have a large number of leeway, that we can
Hmm.
do anything, whatever we want to do. Even I was watching one of the videos. There was a dog, and a girl was there with the dog, and she brought the dog for pooping, and the dog pooped in front of a shop. And that person came out and he started shouting at that girl, and he said that just pick that up, and she had to pick that shit with her hands. Rules are very strict in India. We can do anything. We
Yeah,
can.
exactly. It's same, man. Of course, like you have to go out with like plastic or polythenes to just if you're going out with the dogs. It's not like India. So,
Mhm.
but I'm telling you, like it's like the feeling when you live in your own house. Right now, you are living in your own house, but maybe relatives say to you just you can live in their own house, but you
Mhm.
wouldn't get that feel of your own house ever, even though if you would live in that house for 10 or 15 years. I feel so because if you somewhat like if anybody would ask you, you would say, oh, okay, I'm living in my just relative's house because they have given. You wouldn't be able to say that it's my own house. The same the country feeling. You wouldn't be able to say ever that I that's my own country I'm living in. I'm living in, I
Mhm.
got settled in the US, but people are proud to do that. But for me it wouldn't be good. And same for the parents. My parents said it would it's not good for me. I'm the only son. I have two elder sisters, but I'm the only son of my parents. So they said it would be
Mhm.
very difficult if I would go to US. And if I would
Right.
be settled, I then I thought, no, it's not good at all. Yeah.
Hmm.
Live
Yes.
there, visit India in 3 years and 4 year once.
Right.
Doesn't make sense for me.
Hmm. So I'm going to ask one of the hidden questions and one of the most repeated questions, that is that when did you realize you should work on your communication skills? This is the first question. The second, I would like to know, was there any moment then you thought, okay, I should give up? Because initially everything is very tough, but after that you got the pace and everything went according to you in terms of learning English.
Yes, actually, I got this thought of working on my communication skills on the same day, like 29th April 2020.
Hmm.
As I was free in COVID-19, I had a lot of leisure time to work on it. But when
Hmm.
it comes to giving up, it was not an option for me. Sometimes I would feel, of course, bad about it, that I used to do conversation on free platforms, and you can't expect good people there. Always they would make fun of you, sometimes due to religion, politics, and like some of my nonsense. They would talk, man, you talk good in English, you would be having 19 girlfriend. I said, what? Like,
Hmm.
what the nonsense you are talking right now? So they would talk like that, and sometimes they would make, I used to have conversation with the people from Pakistan, and they would tell a lot of drawbacks about India, religion, and things. But
Hmm.
what was my goal? I was following in those days the philosophy, the silence is the best answer for everything. So, and you have to keep the goal in your mind, that you
Hmm.
have to always keep. I wouldn't just react to them, because I was always ready to respond. I had the thought in my mind that I'm here for a specific goal, that I want to improve myself. I'm not here for the fighting. Then later I started saying to the people that I wouldn't be happy talking about this, the religion, sex, and politics. I
Right.
would say to them in the beginning, because I know, because when you talk about all these things, politics, always it would be like debate, and you wouldn't be happy with the conversation. So
Right.
that's how I started saying to the people that I wouldn't be happy talking about these things. So this was really sometimes embarrassing. Sometimes they would say, oh man, why are you trying to become an American? Why are you trying to become a British speaker? And I would see you on a stage. I was really motivated, and I was always saying to the people that I would love to be a great public speaker. I would present my country. So they would make fun of me. Just call me man when you are on the stage
Hmm.
sometimes. Then next day I would put 200% learning language, because I wanted to be better. And I would start my day by watching the videos of Gaur Gopal Das to and I would pray to the God, like, every day, that at least I would get the good person, like, today, to have conversation. That's how I was always continuing my journey. But sometimes it was difficult, because you can't expect very good people. But later I got many good friends, and they would always appreciate me with me, and they would give me the confidence. That's how I just and they would ask for my story as well. Man, how do you improve? I was really happy that I became like a celebrity. Now the people are asking about my life, my like lifestyle, my day, and nobody was asking me for that. Then it was really good for me. In the beginning, I used to feel that people are asking for my story, my daily routine, my schedule, that how do I practice. So for a few
Hmm.
days it was great sense of enjoyment for me. But literally after that it became normal for me. So that's how it was. But just it was not an option for me to give up, because I was not focusing on my graduation as well, right? So I wanted to focus on this language too much, so I can do something good with the communication.
Right. Yes. So it was so brave of you that you stayed motivated in every situation. Wasn't there any time that your parents said, okay, why are you being crazy? That why are you giving a lot of time to this language? You must not do that. Take rest. Earlier, as you said, you used to spend almost your entire day with foreigners
Mhm.
to improve your communication skills.
Yeah, many times. My parents, they made fun of me many times. My parents, my sisters, like they would say, "Oh man, why are you trying to life like a British guy, or why are you trying to become an Angraj?" So
Yeah.
that's how it was, because they were thinking like, it's, why are you crazy? Like, what you will get out of it? Okay. So
Mhm.
always they would say, do something, like do study, man. Like, you are doing your graduation, not focusing on that, always talking to the people and strangers. So, but I always had a hope that I would be able to do something good from it. But my
Right.
parents, they got the trust and they believed when I got money first time. I told you yesterday that I got my students,
Yeah.
and when I gave them little money, and I haven't told them that I'm training them and teaching them, but
Mm.
when I got money, then they thought, oh, it's an important thing. By sitting at the home and by doing the conversation with somebody, like, he can get money, then it's a good thing. So then they started supporting and they started saying, fine, take sessions and do YouTube videos. So that's how it was. But in the beginning, they were always asking me like, why, what you will get out of it? That was a question.
Yes. Money is one factor. Once you start earning, no one asks that how you earn because everyone
Mhm.
loves it much.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then your parents, they always want you to be settled in your early age or do something good, because it's always, the competition is always there in the society, right? That
Right.
if somebody is doing the MBA and doing the job, so they would ask you to do something,
Mm.
and at least if you're doing something, they are happy. That something is better than nothing always. And they say if you are happy, then fine. I made my parents convinced somewhat. Sometimes they used to say like, always prepare for the government job and do this, but I would say no, I wouldn't be happy doing all those things.
Right.
So but now they got convinced and they are fine.
Mm. So, sir, it was really a blessing to have you here, and thanks for joining. I really enjoyed holding a conversation with you.
Oh, thank you, same here. Anyway, thanks to you for inviting me.
Okay, thank you very much for joining in, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, bye.